Welcome to Kashi, a city as old as time, steeped in spirituality and rich history. This city pulses with life, echoing tales of the past while embracing the rhythm of the present. It's not just a city, it's a living, breathing entity that reverberates with the heartbeat of millions. Kashi, also known as Varanasi, is a city of paradoxes. It's where the ancient and the modern coexist, where life and death are celebrated with equal fervor. It's a city that has witnessed the rise and fall of civilizations, yet remains unaltered in its essence. Picture a city nestled along the banks of the mighty Ganges, with its ghats bustling with life. These steps leading down to the river are more than just stone and mortar. They are the stages where the drama of life and death unfolds every day. Kashi is a city sacred to Hindus, Buddhists and Jains alike. It's the spiritual heart of India, a beacon of faith and resilience. This is a city where every alley whispers tales of mythology, where every stone is steeped in history. Its ancient roots run deep, forming a complex web of traditions and beliefs that have shaped its identity. The significance of Kashi in Indian culture is immense. It's a city that has inspired poets, nurtured scholars, and given refuge to seekers of truth. Its narrow lanes are a labyrinth of stories, its temples a testament to the divine, and its river, the Ganges, a symbol of purity and transcendence. But Kashi is more than its physical attributes. It's an emotion, a state of mind, an experience that is both tangible and elusive. It's a city that defies definition, yet leaves a profound impact on every soul that treads its soil. Today, we invite you to step into this city of contrasts, to immerse yourself in its vibrant colors, its enchanting sounds, and its captivating stories. Join us as we embark on a journey through time to explore the eternal city of Kashi. Kashi, considered the spiritual heart of India, holds a profound place in Hinduism. This ancient city, also known as Varanasi, is a beacon of spirituality, resonating with the chants of prayers, the ringing bells of temples, and the spiritual energy emanating from the devout pilgrims who throng its streets. Delving into the city's religious significance, we find that Kashi's roots are steeped in the rich mythology of India. Legend tells us that Kashi was founded by none other than Lord Shiva, one of the principal deities of Hinduism, who is said to have resided here. This divine origin story weaves an intricate tapestry of faith around the city, instilling it with a sacred aura that has endured for millennia. The vibrant tapestry of Kashi's spiritual life is further enriched by the presence of the Ganges River, the holy waterway that courses through the heart of the city. In Hinduism, the Ganges is revered as a goddess, a divine mother who cleanses the sins of her children. Her waters are believed to purify the soul, offering spiritual liberation to those who bathe in them. Each day, as dawn breaks over Kashi, the city awakens to the spiritual symphony of the Ganga Aarti, a mesmerizing ritual that pays homage to the goddess Ganges. As the first rays of the sun kiss the river's surface, priests, robed in saffron and armed with large brass lamps, perform a choreographed ritual that infuses the air with a divine energy. The sight of the priests moving in unison, coupled with the rhythmic chants and the reverberating sound of bells, creates an ethereal atmosphere that captivates the senses. As the day unfolds, the ghats, the stone steps leading down to the river, bear witness to countless acts of devotion. Pilgrims immerse themselves in the river's sacred waters, offer prayers to the rising sun, and perform rituals for their ancestors. The river is not just a physical entity, but a spiritual lifeline, connecting the people of Kashi to their faith and their gods. As the sun begins to set, the city prepares for the evening Ganga Aarti, a spectacle that is as grand as the morning ritual. The ghats are illuminated with countless oil lamps, their flickering lights dancing on the river's surface. The air is thick with the scent of incense and the resonating sound of conch shells. The evening Aarti is not just a ritual, it is a celebration of faith, a testament to the unwavering devotion of the people of Kashi. Throughout the city, you'll find priests or pandits who serve as the spiritual guides for the pilgrims. Their lives are interwoven with the rhythm of the city, their days filled with performing rituals, conducting prayers, and imparting spiritual wisdom. Their stories, passed down through generations, add to the rich tapestry of Kashi's spiritual life. The city's spiritual energy is palpable, seeping into every corner, every stone, every soul that resides here. It draws millions of pilgrims to its sacred shores, each seeking their own path to spiritual liberation. Some come to bathe in the holy waters of the Ganges, others to perform rituals for their ancestors, and still others to seek wisdom from the city's spiritual guides. In Kashi, spirituality is not just a part of life, it is life itself. It is a city where faith runs deep, where every moment is steeped in devotion, every ritual resonates with centuries of tradition. Here, the divine and the mortal realms intertwine, creating a spiritual landscape that is as complex as it is fascinating. Kashi stands as a testament to the enduring power of faith, drawing millions to its sacred shores. It is a city that has witnessed the ebb and flow of time, yet has remained unchanged in its spiritual essence. Kashi is not just a place, it is a feeling, a spiritual journey, a window into the soul of India. It is the spiritual heart of India, pulsating with the rhythm of faith, devotion, and spiritual liberation. The history of Kashi is as old as civilization itself. As we delve into the pages of time, we find that the story of this city is interwoven with the tapestry of India's evolution. Kashi, today known as Varanasi, is a city that has seen empires rise and fall, has been the cradle of spirituality, the muse of scholars, and the heart of cultural revolutions. Our journey begins in the mists of antiquity. The city's roots stretch back to the Iron Age, making it one of the oldest continuously inhabited cities in the world. Ancient texts mention Kashi, depicting it as a thriving city of culture and learning. The Mauryan era, dating back to the 3rd century BC, saw Kashi blossom under the rule of Emperor Ashoka, who embraced Buddhism and spread its teachings far and wide. Here, in this ancient city, Ashoka built stupas and monasteries, leaving an indelible Buddhist imprint. As we move forward in time, we reach the golden age of Indian history, the Gupta dynasty. During this period, Kashi emerged as a center of Sanskrit literature and Hindu philosophy. Celebrated scholars of the time composed epic poems and dramas, many of which were set against the backdrop of this vibrant city, further cementing its place in the annals of history. However, history is a saga of change, and Kashi was no exception. The city underwent a transformation during the Mughal rule, particularly under Emperor Akbar, known for his policy of religious tolerance. He patronized the construction of Hindu temples alongside mosques, cultivating a unique architectural and cultural blend that became the city's identity. Yet Kashi was not just a silent spectator. It played an active role in shaping India's destiny, becoming a hotbed for the country's struggle for independence in the late 19th and early 20th centuries. It was here that freedom fighters and intellectuals gathered, their spirits ignited by the city's enduring symbol as a bastion of culture and knowledge. Archaeological findings, from ancient artifacts to ruins of temples and monasteries, bear testament to Kashi's rich historical tapestry. They whisper tales of bygone eras, of royal patronage and cultural renaissance, of spiritual quests and scholarly pursuits. But Kashi is not merely a city that dwells in the past. It is a city that has evolved, adapting to the march of time while holding firmly to its roots. It has been a silent witness to the unfolding of millennia, its essence captured in its narrow lanes, in the rhythm of the Ganges, in the prayers that ascend to the heavens, and in its people who carry forward its legacy. In this city, history is not just remembered, it is lived. Every stone, every temple, every ghat on the banks of the sacred Ganges tells a story. And as we walk through the city, we can feel the echoes of the past resonating with the pulse of the present. It is this blend of the ancient and the contemporary, the sacred and the mundane, that makes Kashi a living, breathing chronicle of history. It is a city that has stood the test of time, bearing witness to the ebb and flow of human civilization. The history of Kashi is not just a tale of a city, it is the story of India, a narrative of resilience, of cultural fusion, of spiritual quest, and of an undying quest for knowledge. It is the testament to the eternal spirit of this land and its people. Chapters of history may have ended, but the story of Kashi continues to unfold. It remains a beacon of spirituality, a hub of culture, a city that embraces the future while honoring its past. Kashi, a city etched in time, has been a silent witness to the unfolding of millennia. In Kashi, spirituality is carved in stone in the countless temples that dot the city. These sacred structures serve as the heartbeat of this venerable city, each one resounding with stories of faith, devotion, and timeless spirituality. At the heart of it all is the Kashi Vishwanath Temple, an awe-inspiring edifice dedicated to Lord Shiva. For centuries, this temple has been a beacon for pilgrims, an epicenter of divine energy. Its golden spire reaches for the heavens, symbolizing the city's aspiration to transcend the earthly realm and touch the divine. The Kashi Vishwanath Temple is not just a building, it's a testament to the city's resilience, having risen from the ashes time and again, each reconstruction a reaffirmation of Kashi's unyielding faith. The temple's history is a chronicle of devotion and determination, a narrative interwoven with the city's own saga. But Kashi's spiritual landscape is not defined by one temple alone. The city is home to 12 Jyotirlingas, each a radiant manifestation of Lord Shiva. These are not mere stone idols. They are believed to be self-manifested divine light, embodying Shiva's infinite cosmic energy. Each Jyotirlinga is revered, each one a destination for seekers on the path to spiritual enlightenment. The temples of Kashi are living, breathing entities. They are not relics of a bygone era, but active participants in the city's daily life. Their bells toll at dawn, awakening the city to a new day, their sacred chants echoing through the narrow lanes, infusing the air with a sense of tranquility. The temples also serve as vibrant social hubs, places where the community comes together to celebrate, to mourn, to seek solace, and to find joy. They host festivals that color the city in hues of devotion, where the air is thick with the aroma of incense and flowers, the sound of conch shells and temple bells creating a symphony of faith. The temples of Kashi are repositories of legends and lore. Every corner whispers tales of divine miracles, every stone echoes the footfalls of gods and goddesses. These are not just mythological tales, but the very fabric of Kashi's identity, woven into the city's collective consciousness. The spiritual significance of these temples cannot be overstated. They serve as gateways to the divine, spaces where the earthly and the celestial realms meet. They are places of transformation, where seekers come with hearts heavy with worldly concerns and leave lighter, their spirits touched by the divine. Yet the temples of Kashi are not confined to the walls of these structures. They extend beyond into the ghats that line the Ganges, into the homes of the devout, into the very heart of the city. In Kashi, every stone, every street, every soul is a temple, each resonating with a deep spiritual frequency. The city's temples are more than architectural marvels or sacred spaces. They are the pulse of Kashi, reflecting its spiritual heart, its timeless soul. They stand as silent witnesses to the city's past, its present, and its future. Their foundations rooted deep in the city's ancient soil, their spires reaching for the eternal. These temples are not just places of worship, but living symbols of Kashi's enduring faith. In every carved pillar, in every divine idol, in every sacred chant, they echo the city's ceaseless spiritual quest, its journey towards the eternal. And as long as these temples stand, Kashi will continue to be, as it has always been, a city of temples, a city of faith, a city of light, a city of the eternal. Kashi isn't just a city of temples and rituals, but also a crucible of learning and culture. From the ancient beginnings of Kashi, the city has been a beacon of knowledge, drawing seekers of wisdom from near and far. It has been a hub of intellectual and artistic pursuits, playing a significant role in the development of Sanskrit literature, classical music, and dance traditions. Sanskrit, the language of the gods in Hinduism, flourished in Kashi. This ancient language, known for its precision and complexity, found fertile ground here. The city's scholars made significant contributions to the vast body of Sanskrit literature, covering a broad spectrum of subjects such as philosophy, religion, science, and the arts. The city's rich literary tradition is not confined to Sanskrit alone. It has also been a nurturing ground for Hindi literature. Celebrated poets and writers like Tulsidas, Kabir, and Ravidas, whose words still resonate today, hailed from the city. Their profound verses, written in the language of the common people, brought about a literary revolution, making Kashi a vibrant center of poetic excellence. Kashi's cultural tapestry is also adorned with the melodious threads of classical music. The city is the birthplace of several prominent musical traditions, including the Kashi Gharana, a distinct style of Indian classical music. The sounds of the sitar and tabla, the soulful renditions of ragas, and the stirring performances of thumri, a semi-classical vocal form, echo through the city's narrow lanes, adding a melodious rhythm to Kashi's pulsating heart. In addition to music, the city is also a cradle of traditional Indian dance forms. Kashi is home to the famous Kathak dance, a narrative style characterized by intricate footwork, swift pirouettes, and expressive mime. The dance form evolved in the city's courts and temples, becoming an integral part of its cultural identity. But Kashi's dedication to learning and culture isn't only about preserving the past. The city is also a vibrant center of contemporary education. Notable among its institutions is the Banaras Hindu University, one of the largest residential universities in Asia. This esteemed institution, with its sprawling campus, offers a wide array of disciplines, embodying Kashi's spirit of intellectual curiosity and academic excellence. The city's cultural and educational landscape is enriched by the scholars, artists, and musicians who call it home. They carry forward Kashi's legacy of knowledge, sharing their wisdom and creativity with the world. Their stories, their voices, their art form an integral part of Kashi's cultural fabric, making the city a living library of human experience and wisdom. Kashi's cultural vibrancy and intellectual heritage are not just relics of the past. They continue to thrive, shaping the city's present and future. Even today, you can hear the soft rustle of palm leaf manuscripts, the harmonious strumming of sitars, the rhythmic beats of tablas, and the enchanting verses of poets reverberating through the city. These sounds, these experiences, are a testament to Kashi's enduring tradition of learning and culture, a tradition that continues to inspire and enlighten. Kashi continues to be a beacon of knowledge, illuminating minds and hearts. In Kashi, life and death are two sides of the same coin, eternally intertwined. Here, in the ancient city of Kashi, also known as Varanasi, there is a profound understanding of the cycle of life and death. The city stands as a testament to the Hindu belief that life is a journey where each birth and death is just a stop on the path towards ultimate liberation, moksha. This understanding permeates every aspect of life in Kashi. It's seen in the faces of the pilgrims who flock to the city, in the rituals performed on the banks of the sacred Ganges, and in the flames that dance at the cremation ghats. In many cultures, death is feared, shunned, hidden away. But in Kashi, death is embraced, recognized as an integral part of existence. It is believed that dying here in this holy city can free one from the cycle of birth and death, leading to moksha. And so, many come to spend their final days in Kashi in anticipation of this divine release. The rituals surrounding death in Kashi are as profound as they are unique. At the heart of these rituals are the Manikarnika and Harishchandra Ghats, the two cremation grounds of the city. Here, the eternal fire, said to have been lit by Lord Shiva himself, has been burning for thousands of years, consuming the mortal remains and liberating the souls. It's a sight that can be overwhelming, but it's also deeply humbling. The open nature of these rituals, performed in full view of anyone who wishes to witness, serves as a stark reminder of our own mortality. The bodies, wrapped in white and adorned with marigold flowers, are carried through the narrow lanes of the city to the rhythm of the chant Ram Nam Satyahai, meaning, the name of Lord Ram is the truth. Once at the Ghat, the body is dipped in the holy Ganges, purifying the departed soul for its onward journey. The eldest son, his head shaved as a sign of mourning, lights the funeral pyre. As the flames rise, they illuminate the night, reflecting off the waters of the Ganges and casting an ethereal glow across the city. It's a sight that stays with you, a stark, beautiful testament to the transient nature of life. But Kashi is not just about death, it's also about rebirth. The cycle of life and death is a continuous one, and Kashi is a place where this cycle is celebrated. The city wakes up each morning to the sounds of temple bells and the chants of priests, as the sun rises over the Ganges, marking the beginning of a new day, a new life. In Kashi, birth, life, death, and rebirth are all part of the same continuum, each phase as important as the other. This understanding gives the city its unique character, a place where life and death coexist, where the mundane and the divine are intertwined. This city, with its ancient ghats, winding lanes, and countless temples, has seen countless lives pass through its boundaries. Each one a tiny ripple in the vast river of existence, leaving its mark, adding to the rich tapestry of the city. Kashi is a city that has witnessed the passage of time, seen empires rise and fall, and yet it stands unchanging, a beacon of spirituality and wisdom. It's a place that invites us to reflect on our own existence, our place in the grand scheme of things, and the transient nature of life. In Kashi, death is not an end, but a beginning, a step towards liberation. It's a belief that gives hope, a promise of a new beginning, a new journey. And so, as the sun sets over the Ganges, casting long shadows over the city, Kashi prepares for another night, another day, another cycle of life and death. For in this timeless city, the cycle never ends, it just goes on. The ancient city of Kashi thrives in the present, its traditions alive amidst the hum of modernity. This city, steeped in antiquity, stands as a testament to time itself, its ancient roots coexisting harmoniously with the relentless march of progress. Kashi is a city that refuses to be confined by the constraints of time. Here, traditional craftsmen work side by side with tech entrepreneurs. The air is filled with the resonance of ancient Vedic chants, blending seamlessly with the chatter of modern cafes. The city's narrow labyrinthine lanes, a maze of history, now share space with the emerging skyline, symbolizing a city that is evolving yet rooted in its past. But the dance between the old and new doesn't come without its challenges. The city grapples with issues of preservation versus modernization. Every brick in Kashi is imbued with history. Each corner of the city echoes a story from the past. But as the city grows and expands, these stories risk being overshadowed by the demands of the present. The question remains, how does one balance the need for development with the preservation of heritage? One of the most pressing concerns is the impact of tourism. While the influx of visitors brings economic benefits and a global recognition of Kashi's cultural wealth, it also puts a strain on the city's infrastructure and its delicate ecosystem. The Ganges, the lifeline of Kashi, bears the brunt of this pressure. Its sacred waters threatened by pollution, but Kashi is not a city to bow down to challenges. It stands resilient, its people determined to safeguard their heritage. Initiatives have been launched to clean the Ganges, to restore it to its former glory. Projects are underway to rejuvenate the city while preserving its ancient character. There is a conscious effort to ensure that development does not come at the cost of destroying the city's soul. The voice of Kashi is not just heard in the temples or the ghats, it is echoed in the voices of its people. The local residents, the business owners, the officials. They are the custodians of Kashi's legacy, the bearers of its ancient traditions, and the architects of its future. Their perspectives shape the city's narrative. Their actions determine its course. The city's future, they believe, lies in striking a balance between preserving the old and embracing the new. Their efforts are bearing fruit. Kashi is transforming, yet it retains its timeless essence. The city is a living testament to India's incredible ability to balance tradition and modernity. The old and the new coexist, each enriching the other, creating a city that is as dynamic as it is ancient. Kashi is more than just a city, it is a living, breathing entity. It is a city of life, of death, of rebirth. It is a city of learning, of spirituality, of culture. It is a city of contrasts, where the ancient and the modern not only coexist but thrive together. It is a city that has stood the test of time, its spirit undying, its legacy enduring. Kashi, a living legacy, stands at the crossroads of the past and the future, ever evolving, yet eternally the same. It is a city that refuses to be defined by time, a city that embodies the essence of eternal India. As we journey through the lanes of Kashi, as we listen to its timeless tales, we realize that we are not just exploring a city. We are unraveling the threads of a civilization. We are witnessing a living legacy. Our journey through Kashi brings us full circle, back to the timeless spirit that defines this city. The eternal spirit of Kashi is not confined to its temples, its ghats, or even its people. It's an energy, a rhythm, a pulse that beats in the heart of the city, echoing through the millennia. From its ancient roots as a spiritual center, Kashi has seen empires rise and fall, yet its essence remains unaltered. It has watched the ebb and flow of history, enduring as a beacon of spiritualism and culture. It has stood the test of time, witnessing the Mauryan era, the Gupta dynasty, the reign of the Mughals, and the tumultuous period of India's independence movement, each leaving its unique imprint on the city. The City of Temples, as it is fondly known, houses not just structures of brick and mortar, but repositories of faith and devotion. Each temple, each deity, each ritual is a testament to the city's deep-rooted spiritual heritage. From the grandeur of the Kashi Vishwanath temple to the humblest shrine, every corner of Kashi reverberates with the echoes of devotion. Kashi has also been a cradle of learning and culture, shaping minds and hearts with its rich traditions of literature, music, and dance. The city's educational institutions, like the Banaras Hindu University, continue this legacy, nurturing the next generation of scholars, artists, and musicians. In Kashi, life and death are not two ends of a linear journey, but a circular dance of the soul, a cycle of rebirth. The city's ghats, where life meets death and death signifies rebirth, embody this profound belief. Kashi today is a living legacy, a city where the ancient and the modern coexist. It's a city of contrasts, facing challenges yet resilient, evolving yet rooted in its past, modernizing yet preserving its heritage. As the sun sets on the Ganges, the eternal city of Kashi continues its timeless dance of life, death, and rebirth. We hope you enjoyed this journey through time and faith in the eternal city of Kashi. It has been an honor to share the enduring significance of this sacred city with you. We wish to extend our heartfelt thanks to everyone who contributed to the making of this documentary. Their passion and dedication have been instrumental in bringing this story to life. We'd also like to acknowledge the residents of Kashi, whose lives are the pulse of this ancient city and whose stories have given us a glimpse into its timeless spirit. For those who wish to delve deeper into the rich tapestry of Kashi's history, culture, and spirituality, we encourage you to continue the exploration. Our contact information will be displayed shortly. Thank you for joining us on this journey. Until next time, keep exploring and keep learning.